Hello and welcome to Tales from Nerd. I'm your host, Random/Kevin. This is my weekly podcast where I talk about the books that are coming out February, 26th of 2020. Now, it's another heavy week of comics. Now, I moved back over here. I moved my camera a little bit more, so where I put the comics will now block the statue. The statue gets to view. Yeah, it's a heavy week of comics once again, in which I'm reading the books that came out last week, which is the 12th. And I haven't even read this week's books either, so I'm behind once again. Like always, I always fall behind. But if you like this podcast, leave me a comment. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Just putting those plugs in right now. But yeah, heavy week. Lots of Batman and DC related books, and also a lot of Marvel books. Yeah, so we're gonna move on to the first book. Oh, I gotta. This thing working? Yeah. We're gonna move on to the first book, which is 2020 Force Works #1, written by Matthew Rosenberg, art by Juanan Ramirez. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The eruption of a violent robot revolution threatens all manner of biological life, teetering on the precipice of extinction. There's only one man with enough tactical skill, killer instinct, and ruthless leadership to lead the rebellion. War Machine. Join War Machine as his elite paramilitary squad. U.S. Agent, Mockingbird, and Quake in their final crusade for humanity's fate. Now, this is leading up to the Iron Man 2020 event. This is the Iron Man 2020 event. It's a tie-in, so this is only going to get I believe 2 or 3 issues, and then it's done. You don't need to pick it up. It's just a simple tie-in. It's going to lead to whatever Dan Slott is writing to Iron Man. What they're doing with Iron Man as well. It's interesting. I like this team up of Quake, Mockingbird, and U.S. Agent and War Machine. War Machine is getting a book. Finally, hopefully we get answers related to what happened in the last layers of Tony Stark Iron Man. So I'm really excited. Matthew Rosenberg is a good writer. I like his writing. And I love this Punisher run and his Hawkeye run at the moment. So this is a pickup for me, but you don't need to jump on here. Next up, Action Comics 1020. Written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by Klaus Johnson and John Romita Jr. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The alliance between Leviathan and the Legion of Doom has fractured, and all hell breaks loose. The Justice League and Young Justice guest star as the year the villain hits a powerful note. Metropolis won't be the same after this massive battle for the future of the world. It's another blockbuster Superman epic by iconic writer Brian Michael Bendis and legendary artists John Romita Jr. and Klaus Johnson. Now, this is part 4 of this Justice League versus Doom. I am not a fan of the story or the art, unfortunately. Again, as much crap as I talk about Brian Michael Bendis and other people too, he's a good writer. It's just, I don't know where he wants to lead this book. And the art by John Romita Jr., I believe it's fine. It's okay. But man, you could tell where he kind of rushed it. And other parts you're like, why? I don't recommend this, unfortunately, until there's a new storyline, because it's still versus Justice League versus the Legion of Doom, which we kind of got at the end of Justice League, the weird ending of Justice League. So I have no idea where this leads off, and it's set. I don't know when this book is set up, but yeah, I don't recommend it. It's in the middle of the storyline. I don't know when the new storyline will pick up, but let me know if you're excited for Action Comics. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man #40, written by Nick Spencer, art by Ivan Coelho. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. J. Jonah Jameson's new gig has proven to be nothing but trouble for Spider-Man. As you are all aware, JJ doesn't take no for an answer, so even if Spidey is knee-deep in a world-saving situation, JJJ will always be there to help. But while Spider-Man is dealing with JJJ and Chance, Something is brewing with Kindred, and it can't be bode well. It can't bode well with Spider for Peter. So yes, this is part two of no, this is part three of this podcast with Jonah. Jonah got a new job at a what like I want to say it's like TMZ kind of. It kind of makes fun of TMZ and BuzzFeed. It makes fun of that, and it's interesting. I like it, and I finally got the dynamic of Jonah. We got the hint of old Jonah, old Spider-Man, where they hit shots at each other, which was like, oh, okay, I remember this, and Doc and Spider-Man's like, oh, because this happened. I was like, okay, it's getting interesting. Because it has been getting slow for Spider-Man. It started out amazing. It started getting slow. I still praise the book because it is still good. But do I recommend it? No. Next issue will be a new jumping on point because I looked ahead. I looked ahead before I did this podcast. I did my research this time. About 40 episodes in, I finally did my research. So, yes, I'm very excited. If you're into the Spider-Man, pick up the first trade. That's all I'm going to say. Pick up the first trade and then decide for yourself. Next up, Avengers number 31, written by Jason Aaron, art by Simon Kurdansky, Oscar Bazalda, and Robert Gill, and Matty DeLulis, and Gerardo Zaffino. The price is $4.99, and this is a description of the book, The Temptation of Anthony Stark. Special oversized issue. Trapped in an icy cave at the dawn of time, Tony Stark has lost most of his armor and a good chunk of his mind. And tonight, when the sun goes down and the devil comes around again, Iron Man may very well lose whatever's left of his soul. A dark tale of hell and ice and iron, unlike any Golden Avengers story you've ever read, featuring the gorgeously gritty visuals of guest artist Gerardo Zaffino. So, yes, I love these one shots that we're getting of the 1 million BC Avengers. Now, a little backstory. So, back around, I want to say issue 28, 20, before the storyline that picked up with Starbrand, when they were doing the Ghost Rider arc, Tony Stark went back in time to the Avengers BC timeline. So, yeah, I was wondering, like, okay, they're asking, like, I wonder where Tony is. Like, they found Iron Man's helmet in a cave. They're like, oh, this ain't mine. Is this mine? I mean, it looks like mine. It's reading it's mine, but I don't remember it being here. It's like a mystery. I'm like, was there an Iron Man in time before? And no, Tony Stark got sent back in time. Eventually, I know he's going to come back, but I love these one-shots. And Jason Aaron knows how to do these one-shots. Unfortunately, it is $4.99. It's a little bit expensive, I'll give it that. But if the story is good enough, of course I'm picking it up. And then after this issue, we're getting a new storyline with the Avengers. But I recommend this one shot. It's a one shot. Trust me, these one shots of Avengers Million BC are good. Next up, Avengers of the Wastelands number 2, written by Ed Brisson, art by Jonas Scharf, and the price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. Hunting for Doom, Danny Thor, Dwight Ant-Man, and Hulk Jr. set off on a quest to save the Wastelands from Doctor Doom's reign of terror. But can they succeed where the old man Logan left off? And what does the return of Captain America herald for this team? So, this is part 2 of, I want to say it's a 4-issue miniseries or a 12-issue miniseries. I don't remember. I like how I said I did my research. I just did research for just the books that I needed, like clarification if it's a new storyline or it's a continuous storyline. It's interesting. I love where the first issue left off, so I am interested in this. And it's continuing the Old Man Logan universe. It says it's set a year after where Old Man left, even though it just ended. But technically, it kind of makes sense if it's a year later. If the book kind of took within the span of, like, I want to say like a month or like 2 weeks. It's interesting. I like it. Now, I did say it was $3.99. I'm interested enough to continue this world, but if it's your casual reader, I don't think people will enjoy this as much. If you read like Old Man Logan, if you read Old Man Hawkeye, Old Man Quill, I especially loved Old Man Quill because the twist right in the middle of the series. I wish Ethan Sachs kind of wrote this, but Ed Brisson's still a good writer, so I will pick it up. And it's a good jumping on point if you're interested in Avengers set in the Old Man universe. Next up, Batman/Superman #7, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Nick Darrington, and the price is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. The Candor Compromise, Part 1. In the aftermath of the infected, Batman and Superman create new measures to prevent hidden and dangerous supervillain plots in the future. Using new technology to track villains throughout the DC universe, the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel are startled to discover that General Zod has returned to Earth, and that his new target is Ra's al Ghul. What is Zod's plan, and what does it have to do with the destroyed bottled city of Candor? Find out in this first chapter of a 2-part epic featuring the work of artist Nick Darrington. Because I think the previous artist, is taking a break because his art is good. He did the art for Civil War 2. Even though the book was not that good. David Marquez's art was phenomenal I think it was a perfect choice. So yes, this is the perfect jumping on point if you're interested in Batman/Superman. It's a good book. It deals with everything that's happening in continuity right now, and it's like Joshua Williams is like, this is happening now. I'm trying to keep it on continuity here. It's a fun book. I love this team up of Batman and Superman. And if you I don't like the works of Brian Michael Bendis. I don't want to read the epics of Jamestown IV, Joshua Williamson, perfect compromise of both. But yeah, after we left off, oh my god, I really can't wait for this arc. So that's all I'm gonna say. The arc is good. Next up, Batman Beyond #41, written by Dan Jurgens, art by Sean Chen and Sean Parsons. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. In her pursuit of Blight, Batwoman finally discovers the fate of Batman, but doing so leaves her with a choice: take the villain into custody or free her friend and take him home. That is, if enough of Batman's mind is left, and that he'll even know what home means. Also, how will all of Batman's allies react when they discover the Batwoman's true identity? Now, yes, I love this book. This has been going on with this, I want to say, 5-issue arc so far of Terry McGinnis losing his memory. I just want to comment on one thing that I've noticed. Why is Dan Jurgens writing characters who forget their memories? Dick Grayson to Rick Grayson, Terry to, like, I don't know who I am. Like, he has muscle memory for certain things, but it's like, Terry's like, I don't know who I am. Like, yeah, just Dan Jurgens. What are you doing with characters? What are you doing with my favorite characters? Forgetting memories. I don't know. But yeah, do I recommend this? No, because it's kind of hard. I'm kind of hard to tell where this is a jumping on point. But if you are interested, I guess pick this up. But you kind of know what happened like 2 issues before. Then from there, about another 2 issues. But I like it. I like the twist. We finally got the reveal who Batwoman is, and I love the twist. It's somewhat related to the Bat family. That's all I'm gonna say. No spoilers here. Next book, Batman: Curse of the White Knight #7, written by Sean Murphy and art by Sean Murphy. The price is $4.99. But before I go to the description, it is a Black Label book, so if you are younger than 15, don't pick this up. It is a little bit darker. It's political and very kind of biblical, just a little bit. But I love the book. I do recommend it. But let's go on to the description itself. Bruce Wayne and Batman have come undone. Powerless after learning the truth behind his family's name and legacy, Bruce prepares to shed all of his secrets and make one final appeal to the people of Gotham City as Azrael takes control of the city. Yes, that is the description of the book. Oh my god, this has been building up since issue 4. After the death of Gordon, yes, spoilers, death of Gordon died. Now, the art is amazing, and I do like these flashbacks we get uh, of the ancestor of Bruce Wayne. I don't want to spoil the book because, holy crap, that plot twist. I did not see that coming. That plot is, oy. And I know this book is going to be a sequel too. It's going to be like set in the Beyond universe, I heard. But yeah. Unfortunately, you can't jump on because the book is ending soon. It's ending next month. I suggest you pick up the trade for this. But if you are interested reading Batman, anything White Knight related, read the trade of Batman White Knight. And if you like it, when the trade for Curse of the White Knight comes out, pick up that because those two are really good. Next up, Black Panther number 21, written by Ta-Nehisi Coates and art by Ryan Bodiham. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Wakanda Unbound Part 3, the final battle for the Maroons. While the King of Wakanda fights against his own in the plane of Wakanda's memory, Jadaka invasion continues, and without the Black Panther, the rebel Maroons are outgunned. Not one, but two Wakandans will fall if they fail. The galaxy hands in the thread. Now, Black Panther. Ooh, I'm trying to see how long. If this is a good jump, and I'm yes, because it's in the middle of the storyline. So this is like your jumping on point, and then you pick up the other issues. That's all I'm gonna say. It's hard. I like Black Panther, but when he was in space, I liked the idea, but then I was like, I kind of don't like it anymore. Then he came back to Earth. I like it, but what's going on? I trust Ta-Nehisi Coates because he's written Black Panther for, I think, quite a while now. And he's writing probably my favorite run of Captain America at the moment. So I trust Ta-Nehisi Coates. Ta-Nehisi Coates, do what you gotta do, bro. Do what you gotta do with the book because I am enjoying it for the most part. Next up, Detective Comics 1020. The price the writer is Peter J. Tomasi, art by Brad Walker and Andrew Hennessy. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. As Gotham City continues its rise from the ashes of City of Bane, some familiar faces have returned to keep Gotham City exactly where they want it. Two-Face is back, but this time he's recruited some like-minded individuals to help him in his cause. With an elite team of split personality special forces at his side, Two-Face and Batman square off in what could be their final battle. As the new ally arrives to help the Dark Knight, Harvey Dent? Okay, this is a new storyline, so if you're interested, you could jump on now. So yes, this takes place after it's set, I think, okay, it's set after City of Bane, so it's set between that and, I guess, before James Tynion IV took over. And before Batman R.I.P. as well, or after Batman R.I.P., Death of Alfred. Because to be honest, DC has like no linear timeline. You kind of have to create your own timeline. Like when all this happened, I view that as a comic book reader. I'm like, where is this leading up to? Why is this happening here? But why is it never mentioned here? It's the thing about comics. You're never gonna get a perfect timeline. Only you as a reader can create your own timeline. That's all I'm gonna say. But Peter Tomasi knows how to write Batman. I like this Batman book. James Tynion IV. He's writing Batman too, so I got the best of both worlds at the moment for Batman. For the main universe Batman. And Batman 2. Best of three worlds, okay? But yeah. I recommend it. Pick this up. It's only $3.99, and you're going to get a good story as well. Next up, Ghost Rider number 5. Written by Ed Brisson. Art by Juan Frigeri. It sounds like Guy Fieri. The price is $3.99, and this is the script of the book, Heart of Darkness number 2. Just when Danny Kent thought he was out, he finds himself in a way over his head with strange new abilities to boot. Guest starring Wolverine and the Punisher. Now, I'm guessing this is continue on with, this is part 5 or a new storyline. It's been a month since I've read Ghost Rider. I do believe this is kind of a new storyline because the way it left off, it needed to branch out to like, okay, that arc we did, it's done. We're moving on to the arc. I'm guessing it's New York, so I guess this is your jumping on point. Now, I do like this. What's funny is, I'll say this. They say Johnny has gone bad, but I haven't seen Johnny gone bad. Everyone's saying, like, Johnny Blaze, he's gone bad. Like, we need to stop him. Like, Johnny's like, no, I'm just doing what I need to do because I'm king. And if nobody else is going to be king, might as well be me. I do like Ghost Rider. I finally got my Ghost Rider book. Too bad Robbie Reyes couldn't be it at the moment because I like Robbie Reyes. And I have his 5-issue miniseries that came out in like 2016. So, right when the show Agent S.H.I.E.L.D. featured him. But yeah, finally good to have a good Ghost Rider book. Let's see how long this lasts. But do I recommend it? Yes. Next up, Giant Size X-Men, Jean Grey and Emma Frost #1. Written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Russell Dauterman. The price is $4.99. Before I go to the description, it is a one-shot, so if you are reading X-Men, you kind of want to read anything Jonathan Hickman is writing, because Jonathan Hickman right now currently is writing the best X-Men book you need to read. With House of X and Powers of X, with X-Men, with New Mutants, with the stuff he's writing, and all the tie-ins he's doing. Yeah, I do recommend it. Well, before I recommend, let me give you a description of the book. Hickman and Dauterman take on Gray and Frost, the first of 5 essential X-Men tales, specially designed to showcase some of Marvel's best artists. First up, Russell Dauterman, superstar artist of Thor and War of the Realms. When Storm is in danger, it's going to take the two of the most powerful telepaths on Earth working together to make things right. Jean Grey and Emma Frost together again for the good of Krakoa. So yes, I'm excited for this because anything Jonathan Hickman is writing, you kind of need to pick up because it's essential to what his grand plan of X-Men. Because the thing about Jonathan Hickman is you don't know what he's going to lead up to until the big shebang. And when the big shebang finally gets there, you're like, oh, yes. Because he did it for Secret Wars. He did it for Fantastic Four. He did it for Avengers. Because he did 2 books at the same time for Avengers, which led to an awesome build-up. So I'm very excited for this. Again, it's a one-shot, so if you're interested in Jean Grey, pick this book up. If you like Emma Frost, pick this book up. If you like Jonathan Hickman or anything X-Men related at the moment, this is your book. Next up, Jessica Jones, Blind Spot #4, written by Kelly Thompson, art by Mattia DeLulis. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Mary Jane Watson is dead, or is she? Jessica struggles to understand the baffling crime scene at MJ's apartment, but she may be more in danger than she realizes. Guest starring the amazing SpiderMan. Now, is this a good jumping on point? No. Unfortunately not. And also, this book is more adult oriented, so I should have said a warning before, but this book is more adult. It has even a sticker. It doesn't have a sticker, but it has a label saying parental advisory. Parental advisory, not for kids. So this book is not for kids. Of course, Jessica Jones is not for kids. Holy crap! Ooh, the things she's done, not for kids. But it is a good book. But it's from the online book that came out, I think, last year. Right after Brian Michael Bendis left, he ended all his books, and Jessica Jones just ended, and it ended at a cliffhanger. And I'm like, how's this gonna? I need answers, because where it left off is Jessica Jones was wearing Captain Marvel's suit, her old suit, not the one she's wearing out now, the black and the yellow Thunderbolt one with the red sash. I was like, why is she wearing that? I need answers. By Michael Bendis, I need answers. But luckily, Kelly Thompson took over the book, so I like it. It's still in the style of Jessica Jones, so I'm happy. It is ending in 2 more issues, so it is a 6-issue minis series that came out online. Now it was digital, now it's physical, so yeah. Next up, John Constantine, Hellblazer #4, written by Simon Spurrier and art by Matthias Bergara. The price is $3.99. And before I go to the description of the book, this is a DC Black Label book. Now, it's more adult oriented, especially when you're dealing John Constantine Hellblazer. So it is more adult oriented. I don't recommend it for kids. If your kids read this, it's not for kids. And let me just say this: it does go into dark places. That's all I'm gonna say. But now to the description itself. John Constantine was missing for years, and in that time, England needed a mystical protector, a guardian at the gates. Heroically, the young man known as Tommy Willowtree stepped into the breach. This cosmically attuned mage has held evil at bay with the force of his positive white magic, unlocking a new era of peace for the citizens of London. He is a gentleman, a scholar, a clean-living vegan acolyte of love. So naturally, John Constantine hates his effing guts, and now they have to team up. Great. I love the little meta commentary that description has, because John Constantine, like, if he doesn't like it, he's like, I don't like this guy. He'll put up a song like, I don't like him. But yeah, this is a new storyline, so if you're interested in John Constantine, this is your book, especially now since he's in Legends of Tomorrow. And Matt Ryan is literally the perfect John Constantine. That's all I'm going to say. Next up, Justice League Dark number 20, written by James Tynion IV and Ram V. The price is, and the art is by Kyle Hotz. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The Floronic man's unintended rise to power has thrown the parliaments of life into chaos, even though the villain lies deep in the cells of the Hall of Justice. Life itself is being warped by his reach. With Swamp Thing gone, the Justice League Dark must join forces with the most powerful avatars like Animal Man to help set things right. But the magical team's troubles are just beginning, as an old evil from a familiar swamp casts its shadow over them all, awaiting for the perfect time to strike. Now, this is kind of like the perfect jumping on point, because after how James Tynion IV ended the last arc, you need this, because a lot of stuff went down, and Wonder Woman is like, I need to deal with this at the moment, and I kind of need to deal with this alone. I don't want any advice from anyone. And we're getting Animal Man in this, so I'm really excited because I like Animal Man. So I do recommend this. Also, I think this is James Tynion IV's last Justice League book at the moment, because he says he's going to come back after his stint of Batman. So yeah, Ramvi is going to take over this book at next issue, and I don't know how many storylines he's going to do. But Ramvi, he's written Catwoman, so I trust him. Ramvi, don't let me down, Justice League Dark. But good jumping off point. Let's see how many books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 more books. Jesus Christ. Okay. Next up, Leviathan Dawn number 1. Written by Brian Michael Bendis. Art by Alex Maleev. The price is $4.99. And this is the description of the book. Exploding out of the pages of Event Leviathan miniseries, this all-new special blasts the DC Universe into a dangerous and brave new future. With Leviathan arrived, its leader's identity revealed, and its plans known. What happens next? Now the heroes fight back. Leviathan changed the rules of the game, so now it's the time for the biggest players to get together and figure out a new strategy in this brave new world. It's an exercise super spy yarn from the Eisner award-winning team of writer Brian Michael Bendis and artist Alex Maleev. Now, I did not like Leviathan. Okay, that miniseries, Event Leviathan, was lukewarm at best to me, because I feel like I was excited for Event Leviathan. Like, who's Leviathan? He built it up in Action Comics, and then we went to the miniseries, and then I didn't like it because there was about a year of build-up for this Leviathan character, and people did predict who it was at the end, and I'm like, I know who you are. This is pointless. This miniseries really didn't happen. This could have happened in the issues of Action Comics, quite literally. But I'm picking it up because I think Green Arrow might be in it. Because I miss Green Arrow. I hope he's in the book. If not, I'm gonna be a little bit salty. But I'm picking it up. You don't need to pick it up. Trust me, you don't need to pick it up. Next up, New Mutants. New Mutants number 8, written by Ed Brisson. Art by Marco Faliallo. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Deep in Shi'ar space, the New Mutants have found themselves dead in the middle of the intergalactic power struggle. They're probably equipped to handle that, right? And back on Earth, the young mutants of Krakoa look forward to the future, whatever it may hold. Why? Okay, I was really excited for New Mutants. So Jonathan Hickman wrote, let me see, he wrote the first issue, second issue, fifth issue, and the seventh issue. He's written only 4 issues of the New Mutants. And we're getting like, okay, the book is being split in half, so it's kind of doing like the Wonder Woman thing in Rebirth, where you get one story of this and one story of this, but one's in the past, one's in the future. Except this is one on Earth, one in space. I kind of want to know more of the space stuff, but the stuff on Earth ain't bad. It's just I'm more excited about the space stuff and New Mutants. Do I recommend this? It is a new storyline. It is a new storyline, so I do give it that. It is a palette cleanser storyline, so I recommend it. Ed Brisson, I like you, but Jonathan Hickman, I picked up New Mutants because Jonathan Hickman was in the name, because I knew it was going to be important. But not saying your book ain't important, but yeah. Moving on, Punisher Soviet number 4, written by Garth Ennis, art by Jason Burrows. And before I go to the description, the price is $3.99. It is a maxi. It is a Max Comics, so parental advisory. It is not for kids. It's bloody. It's dark. Holy crap! What they did in issue 3. Oh, that is. Oh, it's bloody. It's bloody. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Valerie Stefanik has put himself on a collision course with the Punisher. The roots of this issue go back to the Afghanistan in the 1980s, where Valerie spent time in the Russian Special Forces, and some of the most horrific things you can imagine. Things that changed them. Frank and Valerie have so much in common, but that never bodies well, does it? Now, this is a six-issue miniseries by the great Garth Ennis, who made Punisher Max, probably the greatest Punisher book you ever read. I think Punisher Warzone took inspiration of that. Well, there was a book called Punisher Warzone, but it took basically, that was the inspiration for the Punisher book. And yeah, I like it. It's dark, and it's not really about a story about Frank. Punisher's in it, but it's mostly about this Valerie Stefanik guy. It's good, but unfortunately, it's a 6-issue miniseries, so last issue, issue 3, would have been your perfect jumping on point after that. You kind of wanted to read it in trade. It's not perfect. When I talk about jumping on points, it's not perfect, but it is a guesstimation at the time. Now, Shazam number 11, written by Jeff Johns, art by Marco Santucci. The price is $3.99. And this is the description of the book. Billy and his family have seen so many marvelous things in their journey through the magical lands, while facing tough opponents and even tougher questions about family, loyalty, and integrity. And they are about to face the greatest opponent of them all. Will they have the wherewithal to succeed? Find out in this penultimate chapter of Shazam and the Seven Magical Lands. So this is ending the chapter of the Seven Lands. So I do believe next issue we're getting because we got teased at the end, and that tease, oh my god. Well, there was two big moments in that book. Two. I did not see that coming. I kind of did, but at the time, I didn't think we were gonna see that character in that issue. And what happened last issue? The fate of a character, the reveal of a character, and maybe the intentions of another character. But yes, I do suggest you pick up the trade of Shazam by Jeff Johns because it's fun, it's energetic, it's a good book, but not a good jumping out point. My eye is itchy. Ow. I only got 5 more books and I'll be done. Yay. There's 24 books, by the way. It's a lot of books. It's the amount of books, but there's a lot of descriptions to be read. Okay, Suicide Squad number 3, written by Tom Taylor, art by Bruno Redondo. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. It's Task Force X's first mission as a brand new team of blood enemies, and things have already gone horribly wrong. As squad members start to turn on each other, the mission rapidly falls to pieces. But new team leader Locke will let no bad deed go unpunished. Who will take the fall? One thing's for sure: there will be hell to pay. I saw that. I saw that. It's a callback to another storyline. Yes, Tom Taylor is writing it. I like it. Suicide Squad is good. I miss Suicide Squad. After Suicide Squad 50, I'm like, oh, Suicide Squad's over. So we're going to get a book when the movie's going to come out in 2020. Good. So when Tom Taylor's like, he came out, I'm like, okay, who's going to die? Because Tom Taylor, you wrote Injustice, you wrote Deceased. I know characters are going to die because that's your specialty. But it is a good jumping on point. I suggest read issue 1, 2, and 3 because I think you need those books for context. Of course, I try to tell you where to jump on, where to pick up the book. But yeah. Next up, Wonder Woman 752, written by Steve Orlando, art by Max Raynor. The price is $3.99, and this is the description of the book. Wonder Woman must stop Valda, a time-displaced knight, from causing chaos in Boston. But the real question is Valda friend or foe? Plus, the secret origin of War Master revealed. Now, this is kind of part 2 of a new storyline. Issue 751 came out. Well, when this podcast is going to go up on Tuesday, it'll be Wednesday when the books come out. It'll be 2 weeks. I am not caught up with Wonder Woman at the moment. I'm only at 1 issue behind. I know I'm an issue behind. I know. I'm excited because after 750, we got a bunch of stories. Now it's legacy numbered. It's not like I need to read 750 issues of Wonder Woman. What? No. Just pick up issue 751. You're all set there. If not, read the 750 special, written by many other people. Trust me, because that book was good. There was a good couple stories. The other ones, I'm like, I didn't need it. The main thing you needed was the thing they're going to set up for 5G. I'll talk about 5G in another video if I do make it. I know I said I'd make other videos, but I have a busy life and I'm lazy. Generally lazy, but yes, pick up issue 751 and 752 when you're at the comic book style. Yeah. Next up, XMen number 7, written by Jonathan Hickman, art by Lainil Francis Yu. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Mutants are forever. The resurrection protocols have changed everything for mutant kind. No more can humans hate and fear take their lives from them. But what else has it changed? Now, it's $4.99. I don't know why it's priced. I think there's more pages in this issue. I think I read that a while back. Now, anything John Hickman is writing, and I think issue 5 was the one where they had the meeting, Scott and Warpath. Not Warpath. It's not Warpath. It was some other character. They were bodyguards, and holy crap, it was not an action. Oh, there was action in that book, but holy crap, that speech Magneto gave. I loved it. Now, Jonathan Hickman knows how to write these characters. He's building up to something, and I really can't wait. And I do recommend this book because the only issue I think was issue 2 and 3 were kind of one story, but every other story we've gotten has been single issues. I didn't read X-Men number 6. I hear this big like reveal of Krakoa. I'm not gonna spoil it for myself. I haven't watched videos. I've skipped videos. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like, oh, there's a podcast called Cape Joel. He reviews books. I'm like, I have to stop this podcast. I'll come back when I read the book, and then I'll listen to the rest of it. Yeah, but I do recommend it. Read X-Men because X-Men is phenomenal right now. 2 more books and I'm done. Okay. X-Men Fantastic Four number 2, written by Chip Zdarsky, art by Terry Dodden. The price is $3.99, and this is a description of the book. The world has been reshaped by the X-Men, but you can't reshape a world without encountering its true master, Doom. Now, this is a 4-issue miniseries dealing with the question: should Franklin and Richards go to Krakoa? Because he is part mutant. So I'm really excited for this because it's something Jonathan Hickman kind of set up. He set up, and he's like, I can't write this at the moment. Chip, can you write it? And Chip's like, yes, I'll write it. Under one condition: can the art be really good? Yes, I like the art by Terry Dodson. It's good. There's some parts where I'm like, you could have done a little bit better, but then again, I'm just a reader. I'm not the perfect critique. I read a bunch of books, but Terry Dodson, your art's really good still. It still is. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm buying the book. But yeah, the book, it's only 4 issues, so if you want to jump on, you need to jump on issue 1 and 2 to know what's going on. If not, you can pick up the trade, but I do recommend you pick up issue 1 and 2 when you're at the comic book store, when you're trying to read this book, because it is good. And how I left off, I'm like, oh, this is already gonna have stakes, huh? Yeah, we're this early in stakes. Okay, let's go. Okay, next book, final book, Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen, number 3, written by James Sutton IV, art by Javi Fernandez and Steve Epting. The price is $4.99, and this is the description of the book. Apex Lex Luthor's first run-in with the infected didn't go as planned, and the Batman Who Laughs influence is continuing to spread. Now Lex must find out who in the world can think like Batman, like the Batman Who Laughs. There are only 2 folks who come to mind. The first is Batman, who probably has his own ideas for Lex. The other is the Joker, who will likely has his own ideas, but who just maybe wants to see this twisted doppelganger sent back to the dark multiverse he came from. It's a gamble Lex has to take because the Infected are gearing up for round 2. Now, I'll say this. It's only 4 parts. I'll pick it up. Unfortunately, it's not going to jump on point, but I just want to make a comment. I am really tired of it's getting stale with this dark multiverse stuff and the Batman Who Laughs. Because to be honest, as much as I like Batman Who Laughs, dude, you need to calm down. DC needs to calm down. Like, I like Joker when it's like small bits. He comes and then leaves. That's how he works. But the Batman Who Laughs has been in everything I've read. He was in Batman vs Superman. He was in Hell Arisen. He was in Justice League. No, it was Justice League, then his miniseries, then Batman vs Superman. Now he's in Years of Villain. And also, editorial released his book before Justice League number 39's ending. Because I knew how the book ended. Before this issue came out, issue 1 of Hell Arisen, I'm like, why? You spoiled your own book for your own audience. I'm still picking up Justice League though, but you spoiled the book. But yeah, oh man, that's my little thing. I like it's cool design, Batman Who Laughs, but my God, I'm tired. But that's the end of the podcast. 24 books, 24 descriptions, 24 different price points. Yeah, like I always say in my podcast, I don't talk about every book because there are so many books. I just talk about the DC, Marvel, and certain books I do want to read that do come up, like the Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. That was cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Please subscribe. Please like, give me a comment as well what you thought about this. And also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's all at the same handle, which is at a random nerd 2016. That is my podcast. I hope you enjoy your rest of your day and have a good day. Bye bye.